I'm Sori.
That's Booby.
And Vita. No, and Gulby. I keep doing that. And Chip. So, this is Hootie. So the band is Hootie and the Blowfish?
Hootie and the Blowfish is the name of the band.
Okay, Let Her Cry is the name of the song. And this is for Gregory.
So this band...
This is the $75 tier that we have on Patreon.
This band is not a metal band. I don't know what... no, they're not. They're like... I don't really know how to characterize them. But they were big when I was in Florida.
Oh, really?
They had this one song. It wasn't this one. But they had this one song that this kid named Nate used to play on the bus all the time when we would go to school. When I was going to elementary, Jupiter Elementary School. And this kid, Nate, used to play this song.
This band.
There was a song that was... Let me see the song list from this guy. Hold my hand. Only want to be with you. There it is.
Oh.
So only want to be with you. I only want to be with you.
Oh yeah.
That's Hootie and the Blowfish.
Oh really?
Yeah. So this kid played this song.
I can't believe you did it in a way that I could know.
Every freaking day, I'd be like, Nate, not today, family.
So you don't like that song?
Well, no. Well, it was.
It was just too much.
Well, it's a catchy song, but he played it all the time on the freaking bus. I wish you would have played this song. I mean, I've never heard this song, but yeah. After that was the end of me and Hootie and the Blowfish. You know what he said to me?
What?
Well, he said, "Well, he's black." Florida, there's racial issues. Da 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 da.
Yeah. So he was like, "You should be good
song.
with this."
Right.
Because I'm listening to a black guy.
Right. Correct. Sadat. I was like, I don't care.
That doesn't help.
Yeah. Anyway, timely, topical, political commentary. You can hit me up in Middle America, Vin and Sori.
Or see behind the scenes with our family on My Story Life.
All right, shout out to the big homie Greg for this.
Yeah.
This is his local band because that's what the $75 partner tier is for. Let's go.
Go.
Still alone by railroad, trying to find a thought that escaped her mind. She says there's the one I love the most. Oh, it's not far behind. She never lets me here, only tell her where she's been. She's had too much to drink. I said I don't care, I just run my hands through her dark hair. Then I pray to God you gotta help me fly away. Then just let her cry. If a tear long down my ring, let her sing. If it either or her pain, let her go. Let her walk right out on me. And when the sun comes up tomorrow, let her be. Let her be. This morning I woke up alone, flowering on standing by the phone, saying maybe I'll be back someday. I wanted to look for you walked in, I didn't know just what I should do. So I sat back down and had a beer and felt sorry for myself and let her cry. If a tear rolls down my ring, let her sing. If it either or her pain, let her go. Let her walk right out on me. And when the sun comes up tomorrow, let her be. Let her be. let her cry. And the tears won't have her read, let her sing. And either on her pain, let her go. Let her walk right out on me. And the sun comes up tomorrow, let her be. Last night I tried to leave, cried so much I could not believe she was the same girl I fell in love with long ago. She went in the back to get high. I sat down on my couch and cried, yelling, oh mama, please help me. Won't you hold my hand and let her cry? Tears fall down my ring, let her sing. If either on her pain, let her go. Let her walk right out on me. And when the sun comes up tomorrow, let her be. Let her cry. If the tears fall down like rain, let her sing. Let her eat it all her pain. Let her go. Let her walk right out on me. When the sun comes up tomorrow, let her be. Oh, let her be. Mr. Willie Nelson.
Have you heard that one before? I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. I loved that song. Forgot about it. And I had no clue it was a black guy that sang it. He doesn't sound black in his voice. What, babe? Just like you don't sound black when you talk either. That's why sometimes people are like, when they meet you. You can see that. Oh, they thought they expected a white man. What are you staring at the camera for, babe? Come back to me.
Just increasing the awkwardness level. Well, I don't know why the kid didn't play that. Well, the other song was like a happy, jumpy song, you know. I want to be with you.
Yeah.
This one is not.
Yeah.
This is not. Jeez, this is a tough song, man. Good Lord. So this is this is a guy loving a dysfunctional young lady.
Yeah.
And having to come to grips with the fact that he's got to let her go.
Yep.
Easier said than done, my friend.
What's this? Stipes not far behind? Is that supposed to be like a drug? Because at the end she was like with drugs, or
You know, remember when we did Grunge Week?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Stone Temple Pilots, that the singer's name was Scott Stipe. Because you know how we go on the edge? What's a Stone... I'm going to look for a Stone Temple Pilots song. Because Stone Temple Pilots. Oh, it was Plush, right? Plush was the song that we did? So...
Yeah, just kind of...
Plush was the one that we did.
Yeah.
Nope. Scott Weiland. Who the hell is Scott Stipe? There's a Stipe. Who's Stipe?
I don't know.
Is it REM?
It's a singer?
I feel like we did a review, and then on the side I saw the singer's name was Stipe.
I haven't got a clue.
Oh, it's a guy from the USC. Anyway, go ahead. She loves her dad.
But the Stipe character's not far behind, which... I don't know.
Michael Stipe. There he is. It's the REM guy.
You think that's what it was?
I think so.
That's interesting.
Scott's type. So I combined the guy from What Do You Call It with the guy from What Do You Call It. We did the Everybody Hurts song.
Yeah.
And it's Michael Stipe.
Yep.
And then we did Stone Temple Pilots. Like, I combined the names.
Oh my word, baby.
Okay, so she says Dad's the one I love the most, but Stipe's not far behind.
But he's not either one of those people.
Right. So she loves her daddy.
Yeah.
And she loves some rock star.
Right.
But doesn't love him. Which I'm well, it's not that she doesn't love him, it's just that he's not on that level.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming was
He
a
says
relationship.
she never lets me in.
Right.
Only tell me where she's been.
Correct. When she's had
too much to
to
drink.
I say I don't care, I just run my hands through her dark hair. Then I pray to God, you gotta help me fly away.
Wow, that's so sad.
And he needs God to help him separate himself from this
Yeah.
woman. And then at the end
Because he does care. She starts telling him everything once she's drunk, and then he's just like, "Oh, it's okay, I don't care." But he really does care.
and then he let her cry it out, let her sing, let her do whatever she wants, and you gotta let her go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like he's praying to God to. I'm assuming that this right here is his mother's wisdom, because at the end of the song, he says, yelling, "Oh, mama, please help me!
Yeah.
Won't you hold my hand?"
Yeah.
And then it goes back to the
Let her
chorus.
go. Yeah.
So I think this is his mama's wisdom.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad.
But he's asking, Ya Allah, I need some help here. He's asking God to help him follow through on his mom's,
Yeah.
This would have been a very helpful song for me a couple of years ago.
Aw.
Good
Oh,
Lord.
that's so sad.
Well, it's just a fact of life,
Yeah.
I think relationships are it's very difficult. I mean, I was married, so for me it was like, I'm married, that's it, right?
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to know or accept when a relationship is over.
Yeah.
Now, in my case, she left multiple times.
Right.
So
Right.
it was almost like it's the annual, whatever. And she would tell me point blank, I'm just trying to sabotage a relationship. You're a great guy, but that's the problem, type of thing, So, like, she'd keep leaving, and I would never, I'd call her, I'd whatever, and she'd eventually come back, but, she always had one foot out, always.
Yeah.
So, but then it's like you have kids and such, with this person, so it's like...
Yeah, it's not
that easy.
right.
When we were kids in high school, but that wasn't happening when we were kids in high school. Because when we were kids in high school, we were just trying to like survive because the Bronx was crazy,
Right.
But when we got out of the Bronx and we were with each other, it was just like, it's like every year, she'd leave and then she'd calm down and want to come back and be like, yeah, of course, come on, where are you? I'll pick you up, I'll buy you a plane ticket or whatever, wherever you end up. I tell you about that one time she went to California?
Yeah, you said some things about it.
So I came home and she wasn't there, and I assumed that she went back to the Bronx to hang out with her mom.
Uh-huh.
So I called her mom and I said, hey, tell her that, to call me when she gets in. And her mom was like, oh, she left again. I was like, yes, tell her to call me when she gets in. And she's like, cool. So then she calls me back 3 hours later, so I pick up the phone, I'm like, hey, what's up? And she's like, she's not here. And I'm like, once again, please? She's like, she's not here. So then I lost my mind. Because we didn't have cell phones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we were dead broke. We had nothing,
Yeah.
So we barely could keep that regular. So I'm like, wait, what? And then I start calling Greyhound because I was like, well, maybe because she would take the Greyhound. I was like, maybe there's, some
Right.
some mishap with the bus. There's a bus accident. You know how my mind works. It's
yeah.
the worst possible conclusion. I'm like, oh my God, the bus accident. She's dead on the side of the street. Yada yada yada. And they're like, no, we're good. Da, da, da. I'm like. So then her mom calls me back, and her mom is like, I'm like, I lost it. So then her mom, you knew her mom a little bit.
Yeah.
Her mom was basically like, calm down.
Yeah.
What do we have? And she goes, go to the computer and look at the history.
Yeah.
So sure enough, I go to the computer and look at the history, and it's to freaking California.
Did she know anybody there?
She knew nobody in California. We have no family in California. All her family is rooted in the Bronx. Rooted in the Bronx. So, it was, so like, you know how my life is. It's like, oh, let her go. It's like, she's in California.
Oh, yeah.
She's 5'2". She looks like she's 13 years old. Because we were 18, 19 at the time. Like, you know, she had a baby face. So I was like... And the thing is, she was extremely street smart. Extremely street, because she grew up. She spent more time in the Bronx than I did. She was born and raised there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay. I took some comfort in that, but then I was like, well, you can be street smart, but just one random thing could happen to you. That'd be the end of that. So I was just like losing it. Losing it. And then finally she called me like 3 or 4 days later.
Are you serious?
Well, it's a 2 or 3 day trip. From Maine to California?
Oh, she didn't take a plane.
No!
She took the Greyhound?
Greyhound, fam. Yeah! So, it's funny now, but back then I didn't hear from her for 2 days. Her mom didn't hear from her.
Oh my gosh.
That
is so stressful.
It was, look, let me tell you something. I've been in some very, I've been in very bad situations. I'm like, this is bad. Mm-hmm. This is bad right here.
Yeah.
I had never been so worried in my life. I couldn't, because you can't control it.
Well, yeah.
If you're in the other situation, you got your guys with you. You're like, all right, we've been through this a million times. Da 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 da. You can. But that one, forget it.
Oh my gosh.
So the whole let her go thing, like, was not. I really needed like divine power.
Yeah.
It was one of those things where God was like, I know where she is. Just relax. And I'm like, nah, I'm not relaxing. Get her to call me. Oh. Then I'll relax. It was literally like one of those conversations. Like, I'm like, I'm not trying to hear that right now at all.
Yeah.
Of course, you know me. I wasn't calling nobody.
Nope.
I wouldn't say a damn thing to anybody. People are like, yo, you want to come through? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Don't call me, by the way. Because I didn't, I didn't,
you wanted the line open. Yeah.
Like, don't call me. You're like, what's wrong with you? Shut up. It's your perfect life.
Yeah, because you didn't have, so you didn't have a cell phone then. You said.
Didn't have a cell phone.
So you just had a landline phone?
Had a landline.
And you probably didn't have call waiting.
Nope. Didn't have nothing. We got the basic plan. So, yeah, I was like, I'm not trying to talk to none of y'all right now. And I just remember.
Jeez.
That was such a crazy situation. It's so weird to me, the things that stress me out and the things where I was completely calm.
Yeah.
Because there's some situations, like if I were to sit down and say, yo, da-da-da-da-da, we were here, da-da-da-da-da, I was here, and if I missed this thing by 2 minutes, like...
So, yeah.
I was completely fine. Wasn't stressed at all. Because I was like, we're gonna...
Yeah, but you felt like it was in a sense in your control, right?
It was all in our control, for sure.
Right.
I mean, there were stuff, but
none of that was in your control.
Nope.
She was gone. You had no clue. If you didn't check the history, you'd have no clue.
So she got there. She was in the bus station, and some sex trafficker guy.
Oh, I remember. She told me about that.
Yeah, he had 2 girls with him, and he was like, "Yo, come out, da 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 da." Like we'd have never seen her again.
Yeah.
But she had that street smart, so she stayed in a public place that had transportation, didn't go with the guy. But he was like, you hungry? You want something to eat? Blah, blah, blah. Because those guys, they camp there because it's easy pickings.
Word.
So, like, she came back, she's telling me this story, and I got stressed even more because I'm like, I was one bad decision from never ever seeing her ever again. You know what I'm saying? So, it was like... I'm stressed now. It's such a crazy situation. So like I hear songs like this, I'm like, most people it's like, hey man, let her go. Da, da, da. I'm like, why did I have to go through that?
Oh my gosh.
But God took care of it. He was, at the end of it, I was like, oh, okay, you were right. Because like literally after that conversation, that little jihad with God, like 3 minutes later, she called me and I hadn't heard from her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then, of course, you're like, oh. you know, I wish I'd have had the faith to.
Yeah.
But how I am with God. I don't do the whole religion thing. So I was just like, nope, not trying to hear it. Get her to call me.
Right.
And then she didn't have any money, so I had to buy the ticket, and I forgot how it was very complex because we didn't have a cell phone or something like that with a computer or whatever. I had to call the guy and authorize something or whatever, and then I called her mom. I was like, yo, she's in Cali. She's like, who the F is in Cali? I said, she's like, do you have family in California? I was like, no.
So she drove all the way out there and then just drove back?
Yeah. Greyhound. I mean, it's one of those situations.
Well, if I was to ever do something like that, which I wouldn't, you'd have to check the plane because I would never sit on a bus for that long.
You would never do that. You would never do that.
Never put myself
You would never
in
do
that
that.
uncomfortable situation.
And this is before we started having kids, by the way, me and my ex. So she didn't do that like that when we had kids. Like she didn't go off to California when we had kids. So just put that out there. So, it was a pretty crazy situation. It's like, but the thing is, she'd never cry. She wasn't a crier. She was a cutter. And when I say
saw her cry
not with me and her, maybe with you.
I was like, I saw her cry a lot.
Yeah, with you, she would cry with me. She didn't cry a lot. So, what, after her mom? She was pretty emotional after her mom.
Yeah, it must have been.
This stuff all happened before her mom. But after her mom, yeah, she would. But before her mom, she was pretty militant about stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But see, her mom was kind of like her strength. Her mom was like her role model, and her mom was a real tough lady. Mm-hmm. And when her mom got depressed, instead of just crying and crumbling, she just blew herself away. Like that's how she was, So I think she was trying to kind of like be like that.
Yeah. And
then after her mom died, but she couldn't be like that anymore. But prior to that, she was not a crier. Oh. I mean, she'd cut all day and she'd cut you, but she I never had really the opportunity to kind of like take care of her that way. Like you had to take care of her other ways. You couldn't take care of her like the standard, let me hug you or whatever, which sucks because of me and you, because I there are times I'm like, when I think about the day, I'm like, oh, she needed a hug here or she needed some cradling here, and I'm like so bad at that because I'm so out of practice with it because she was.
I don't think you're so bad at it, but you do miss.
I miss a lot. You're being very nice, but anyway, yeah. This is, and it's crazy. If my mom and I were on speaking terms at the time, and I could really like be open with her, I would have. I think I was carrying a lot more pain by myself than I needed to, because my mom was right there. But the thing is, my mom was against our relationship since high school, so I couldn't go back to her and say, hey, you were right. My life is now a living hell. My mom didn't even know about the California story.
See, that's the thing.
If you guys found out about it before everybody in my immediate family did. So, there you go.
It's one of those things where if you disagree with the relationship choice that your child is making, like you can voice that, you disagree with it. But once they're dead set on it, you better just make yourself an ally. Mm-hmm. Because if you keep pulling that bullshit, then eventually when they do go through something, they're not going to go to you.
Nope.
You have to create an environment where, they realize that, mom or dad didn't agree, but they were still an ally, and then you can help them when they actually need help.
Yeah. See, my mom would not have done I told you so. She wouldn't have done that. She would have really, because she went through her hellish relationship. Yeah. So she would have been able to really relate to me and help me.
Yes, but I don't know if she would have ever, it was already tense between her and your ex. Oh, yeah. So if you would have said that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they literally, fought each other, like bloodshed. Welcome to my life.
The stuff that you tell me, honey, I just can't.
Yeah, we had to go to court for that one. True story.
Yeah, like that.
She had to hide out. All that. That's when
Oh, I know. I
they
remember.
lied to the costume.
Yes, I remember. that memory will never leave my head because it was so unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, my life is ridiculous. And I was in my other world with my other, friends or whatever, and we'd be sitting down after something, really crazy happened, and everybody's clean, and I'd be like, yeah, you talk about, like, what's going on with you back home, da-da-da-da, so I'd be like, yeah, da-da-da-da, and I'm thinking, it's not going to be a big deal because we just, whatever, and they're like, what? hey, come here, yo, say seriously. Hey, yo, say that again.
Oh my gosh.
Are you hearing this? Sup, D. Tommaso? You bum? Stop making fun of people.
Oh my god.
That's what. Anyway. Yeah, that was a pretty terrible situation. But yeah, this is a good song. The thing that really got me though was when he was talking about his mama.
Yeah.
Because I miss my mama.
Yeah.
But she would have been. I miss the times that I didn't talk to her.
Yeah.
She would have been really good through that situation, and she would have been really good with you. She would have come after me. She'd have told me to take care of you more.
Really?
Yeah. Hug her! She'd have helped me a lot, but wasn't in the cards, I guess. Stop touching me. All right. What did you give the song?
Oh, it's a 10. I love this. I loved it.
Yeah, it's a 10. It's a good song. I don't know why Nate wasn't playing. Well, maybe he, I only want to be with you. Like for a fourth grader, that's like.
Maybe he didn't know about this one.
Well,
maybe he just had.
How? It's the next song.
Yeah, but did he have the whole CD?
Well, yeah, back
or
in
did
then
he record it on his little?
You know how they would do singles back in the day.
Oh no, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, so what they would do, they'd have a whole record, right? And then like the hit song, they would release it as a single, so you could just buy that and not the entire record, because most of the time it was just fluff.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was before iTunes and all that.
Do you like his voice?
Well, sometimes it sounds like he's mumbling, like what are you saying, family? But I think it works for this. So I don't really care about his song his voice, because I was looking at the lyrics.
Okay.
And the lyrics were really deep, but yeah.
All right.
It's a 10 for sure. And I get why Nate wasn't. This song is like, because I only want to be with you. It's like,
That's before.
let's go to the.
And then the other
this song is for when you grow up.
Gosh.
This is when you grow up and realize that she don't want to be with you though, family.
Oh no.
Nope, she wants Michael Stipe. Not you. Vin out.
Sorry out.
Gone.
Walk right out of the sun down